So how many people should I have in my community at launch is probably a question that you've been wondering. So what you're going to want to do is to start with a small group to refine and adjust based on early experiences. And of course, the technical minimum as far as people in a community could be is aim for at least 2 members initially to establish basic interaction and functionality. But obviously you want more than just a couple, you want a community. That's just to say that technically you need at least 2 people to make a community, but to have a genuine, real community, you need a little bit more, and we'll talk about that. So realistically, it's important to have a decent amount of members at launch, especially when you consider time zone differences, which means that only a certain amount of members will be active at any given time to interact. And for example, a good number to aim for is around 50 members to ensure some initial surge of engagement. And that, for example, is what community owners such as Hamza, who has this really big self-improvement YouTube channel and a couple of communities to his name, that's what he recommends, as well as Cal, who's the community owner that I work with. So what you're going to want to do first with that core group is focus on fostering a core culture rather than solely on the number of members that you have. This is what's most important. You want to create a cohesiveness amongst the initial founding members, and that community culture will spread and grow once you add in other members post the pre-launch members, which are those 50 members that we discussed. And at this stage, the quantity of engagement is more important as it helps you attain organic growth, at least on Skool.com, which is a community hosting platform and the one that I work on. And so in a sense, there is a quality in quantity. It's important that this initial grouping of people, whether it be 50 people, 30 people, 60 people, are all actively engaging within your community, especially on Skool, as Skool's algorithm assesses the level of engagement in communities and ranks them accordingly on a discoveries leaderboards section. So this is really helpful because what happens is if you rank high in the Skool's discovery tab, you can eventually have organic growth occur where members will just search up, for example, a fitness community, and then you have one, let's say, for example, and then they'll see yours like ranked number like whatever, 20, right? And so they can join just by finding it there. So at this point, your bottleneck is likely just driving enough traffic to your community to support its growth in the first place. So what matters most is that you're first creating compelling content for prospective members to see and then consider joining your community.